Hello and welcome to Sewing with Miss Rice. Today we are going to go over how to iron your fabric. Now, ironing your fabric before you start a sewing project is very important, simply because, as you can see, with all the creases and such, if I was to try and cut this right now, I would not have accurate measurements. By ironing the fabric first, we ensure the most accurate measurements possible. Now, in this case, I have 100% cotton fabric, so I'm putting it on 6, which is for cotton. You may have to use lower temperatures. I'm also in the section where I'm able to do steam. My fabric is pretty wrinkled, so I will be using some steam. I have water at the appropriate level in here. Now, ironing is pretty simple, as all you're doing is rubbing back and forth slowly and carefully until the wrinkles come out, which I'm hoping you all can see nice and clearly. And it really doesn't take long. So we just carefully go. Now, whenever you're stopping, even for a moment, put it on the heel, which is the bottom part here. Set it down, move your fabric up, and repeat. Now, always make sure, oh, sorry, that was the seam. Always be careful when you're having it on 6 with steam, as you can get burned. But the other thing I wanted to mention is, you want to be careful on your settings. Make sure that they're not too hot for what you're doing. If you're not sure, double check your iron's manual for what it recommends. The other thing I also want to mention is always make sure you're ironing on the correct surface. You cannot iron directly on wood or any other surface that is not approved for high temperatures. That's why I'm using a mini ironing board. This is the type you can get to go and fit on top of tables. Those of you plan on going to college dorms, you'll probably be buying one of these at some point. But we can see with the iron nice and hot, we are able to quickly do this. Now, I'm not too worried about the fabric re-wrinkling at this point because I will be cutting this fabric right away. And for our next video, where we will take the rectangle pattern and proceed to go and cut out what we need to make our pillow face. So until next time, everybody, happy sewing!